Well, it's a trash compactor kind of day. Line the pack. Yeah, you get the point. I need two hands. Oh, let's go to Watauga Lake though. Oh, welcome. This is the first update of the day, and I can definitely not say good morning because it is about 3:30 and I left Boots Off at 2:30, and I just got a shot with the dam kind of like showing both sides of the view, and I saw that no one is in front of me or behind me, so I figured it'd be a good time to address what happened. I don't even know what day it is, but yesterday was my 0 day, so the day before when I had to go back up. And without giving anything away about the person remaining anonymous, this person ended up getting picked up by their friend that left them, made the reservation at Boots Off for them. One of the 7 mistakes they made was putting this person in an upper bunk who clearly was physically struggling while they were hiking with them. Set out hiking together with 2 cars, and yeah, made a reservation for this person and left them. And I think at the time they left them, it was already clear that there were some issues. This person that left had to meet someone else, and I'll say I don't care if you're meeting Jesus Christ himself, the Pope, Muhammad, whoever your ultimate dinner reservation party that question is, you don't leave someone that clearly was not okay. And it's clear that they weren't okay because they ended up picking them up today and taking them to either urgent care or the emergency room. This person yesterday, even during the day of rest, was clearly hurting, and as I said, without too much information, had underlying conditions and medications that was known before they went hiking. So I get it, the person that I helped out, you know, you could say has a little blame in this, but you never know. They had experience. They'd done a bunch of sections on the trail, and they really were enthusiastic about the trail. But you never know with Father Time getting older and new health issues and medications, how you're going to react. And it turns out that when they were 2 miles away from Boots Off, when I first saw them on my way down, this person had only gone about one little rock fall, 1 mile in like hours. And other hikers passed this person and kind of mentioned it. Now, I will say, when I asked, they said they didn't need help. But it was clear, something in my gut told me they did. And I do not hold any judgment against the hikers that once I brought it up, were just sitting there eating food and not doing anything, didn't seem concerned. Because I've had a situation where, I forget the name of it, something like bystander. It was when I was in Nicaragua. I had a surfboard next to me, and this guy with a bunch of his family on the beach went out swimming. Long story short, am I going the right way? I hope so. He got caught in a rip current, but never waited for help. His family never did anything. So I was just like, is this guy all right? He seems like he's swimming kind of hard, but no one seems to care. So I sat there with a floatable device that I could have attached to myself and paddled out. And by the time I realized other people that had a view from up top, like a lot of surf breaks where there's cliffs jutting out on either side, came down with surfboards and were about to paddle out when this guy made it out. And when he made it out, it was clear he was not okay. He had the fear of God put into him, and I just sat there. So thankfully nothing happened, but I can understand how everyone else says, oh, no big deal, and they just keep going. But a bunch of people passed this person, including after I did, and no one seemed too concerned. But it was enough that they need to go to get at least checked. But they could barely move yesterday, and even this morning, and barely eat, and barely keep down liquids. So yeah, don't ever leave someone like that. That's really who I was upset with. I didn't see them come to pick this person up, but I heard them, and I just stayed away because I don't know, it wasn't the time and the place to make a big deal and say something. But yeah, don't just abandon someone that I thought it was pretty evident that they needed help. But they are now hopefully getting checked out and fine, and that's that. So I'll probably just leave it at that. I don't think it needs to be talked about more, but yeah, glad that the situation ended okay. I'm gonna put this away because I don't know if I'm going the right way. I've been walking this road and I don't see a white blaze, but yeah, I think that's about all I need to say on that situation anyway. So I don't know how far I'm going today. It's slightly raining, and I have a pub sub, as Big Lug calls it, to eat for dinner. Ah, I see a white blaze. I am going the right way. Yes, it's nice. Although tree cover in this rain. So yeah, because of all the extra commotion, you know, mentally, I got a text from Boots Off at 2.3 miles. I finally got service left, and I told them I'll be there before 8 because they said the store closed at 8. I think I put my check-in time at like 5 or 6, but I was late. And I was just like, yes, I'm basically there. And you know how it is once you mentally check out. And then I was still coming down the mountain at like, that was at like 7:15. I got to Boots Off at 7:40, and I didn't get back to like 10:40. So it was a lot. So yesterday morning was just like a wash. I didn't get anything done till the afternoon. So I took another half day and left late today. But this climb, I think this is the start of like, not a crazy climb, but I gotta climb, and then I'm thinking about doing the Damascus marathon tomorrow, but I need to make it to the shelter first with this late start. So we'll see. I'm just gonna go as far as I can, but I have that sub, so I need to cook dinner. I can just hike till dusk. Good use of the word dusk. All right, I'm done, and I'm gonna put this away. Hey, down in front. Down in front. Fucking asshole won't sit down. I can't see shit. Oh, hey, how are you? I am under 4.5 miles to my goal, and I couldn't tell you the name of the shelter, even though I just looked at it. But there was Van Deventer shelter. That was about 2.5 miles ago, maybe a little less. And I passed by at 5:40 something, and man, I thought I walked up upon like a funeral. It was, food bags were hung, not a word was being said. There was one hiker that I went up to and said, you know, I gave him a fist bump. I was like, how you doing? And he was like, yeah, all right. And I was like, this rain's not too bad. And he was like, yeah, could be better, could be worse. And it was just like everyone was either in their tents right by the shelter or in the shelter, not a word. Like the only thing missing was a priest walking around swinging fucking incense. Like, it was pretty comical. I get that it's raining, but dude, it's 5:40. Like, everyone, what if you got hungry? You still have 3 hours of daylight. You got your food bag hung. But hey, it's not me. I'm just more trying to make comedy out of it, because I'll at least be eating candy, playing, you know, gambling with peanut M&Ms over dice or something, dude. Like, come on, you're just gonna all lay there? So kept going. I wasn't gonna stay there anyway, but if that was a 50-50 shot, I would have just moved on just because of the strange vibes. So under 4.5, I'm gonna get to this shelter. I'm gonna eat my pub sub, as Big Lug calls it, and slather buffalo sauce all over it, and set up my tent and go to bed. And I've decided, since now I know, barring something crazy, I'm gonna make it to the shelter, that I'm gonna wake up not super early because the terrain is pretty easy, but I'm gonna wake up around 6. Same rule, try to be hiking before 8 and do the Damascus marathon. And if I make it, or attempt it, and if I make it, I'll figure out somewhere along the way where I want to stay. But that is the plan as of now. So, terrain has been pretty easy today. Some small climbs like this, but then it's just kind of ridge walking, and you even out, go down, small ups and downs. So you've got the picture of where I'm at. Have not got many shots today just because I started late, so I needed to go. I was in kind of a mood after doing that synopsis of the events, and then also I don't want to stop in the rain. Did I say that as a reason already, or was the other? No, because yeah, that's pretty much it. So, all right, I'm done. Oh yes, the temperature has dropped a little bit, so I'm a little chilly, but I'm half a mile from the shelter that I keep forgetting to look at the name, and that'll give me 16 or 16.2 depending on where. Anyway, yeah, 16 or 16.2, so not bad considering I started at 2:30 and it's like 5 minutes to 8. So I'll have enough. Daylight's getting low, but I'll have enough to at least set up my tent and get a bear line hung up. I don't think there's any cables or bear box. And eat my pub sub. Not a name I've ever heard. We don't have Publix, or I've never had a Publix anywhere near where I lived. But not expecting the greatest sub, but it's food from town and I don't have to cook or clean. So I'm very happy. And yeah, this keeps, as I said earlier, the Damascus marathon alive. Now, in order to keep it alive, I need to wake up at a decent time. But the terrain looks really, really friendly. And if I remember, I might walk through some farmland tomorrow. So I'll try to get some shots tonight, but you never know. Could be crowded. I'm hoping there's room to pitch my tent. And yeah, I think that's probably up to speed. So Boots Off is now behind me, and Tennessee and North Carolina are almost behind me. Well, I guess North Carolina is behind me, but Tennessee, and they're often lumped together because of how close you walk to the border. So yeah, if all goes well, I'll be in Virginia tomorrow. All right, that is it for now. I'm gonna get there. It should be under half a mile now, and get some warm clothes. Still have those fleece pants. I'm not mailing them home yet, and I am going to wear them. And my fleece or polyester, whatever it's made out of, hoodie, and get warm and set up stuff. Okay.